Hello everybody, what is up? My name is AsterKatt and welcome back to Zero Escape 999. Things happened last time. I'm not thrilled. I'm not thrilled at all. But we're on a little bit of a time crunch. Oh, people actually did tell me that they were like, yeah, feel free to adjust a little bit. So I'm going to turn these down to
the no-no game.
And let me know how that sounds. We're going to go ahead and continue. We are in the steam engine room. Whatever that means.
Yes! The door's open!
Given the circumstances, Junpei's happiness was certainly understandable. Ace seemed to share his excitement.
All right, Junpei. Why don't you go get June now? Santa and I will keep an eye on the store.
Okay. Santa snorted.
Why do we need to do that? Even if it shuts, we know how to solve the puzzle now. We could just open it again.
Well, I suppose that's true. Shall all three of us go and collect June then?
Nah, I'm cool. I'll let Junpei handle it.
Okay. He still seemed irritated by something, however, and sat down on the stairs petulantly.
So are you only interested in being contrary?
Ace sighed with the air of a long-suffering parent.
All right, I'll go get June. I'll be right back.
He gave a quick nod to Ace and Santa and dashed off down the stairs. Why is there no music? Before long, he was back on the first floor next to the conveyor belt and June.
Oh, Jumpy!
As he drew closer, she stood up slowly.
Are you okay?
He did his best to sound calm and nonchalant, but there was no hiding the genuine concern in his voice.
Yes, I'm fine now. I'm sorry I made you worry.
Why does it feel so echoey? I don't know. June blushed. He wasn't sure if she was embarrassed or still feverish.
Let me check.
Just to make sure, he reached out and put his hand against her forehead.
Good. You're feeling a lot better.
I feel like this isn't how fevers work, but okay. She was feeling far less warm than she had earlier, but she still wasn't down to what seemed normal to him.
Are you sure you're all right?
He had to be sure. June gave him a look.
Oh, you're such a warrior, Jumpy. Oops, I mean, warrior.
June giggled. Oh, he wasn't sure if she just made a joke or not, but seeing her smile again made Junpei feel at ease. If she was well enough to smile and laugh, then she really was feeling much better. He gave her a friendly poke on the forehead.
All right, let's go.
Go where?
Oh, right. I didn't tell you. We got the exit open, so...
Great! Let's go!
June clasped her hands and nodded urgently. Okay. They headed back to the exit, but on their way they found...
It's...
Santa?
Santa was sitting on the stairs. Wow, he looks very pretty there. What are you looking at? Where's Ace? He was, however, holding something in his right hand and staring at it with a strange expression. Junpei and June slowed down and finally stopped in front of him.
What are you looking at?
Santa answered without looking up, his voice quiet.
It's a photo. It's my sister.
Sister? Santa, you've got a sister?
Santa simply nodded.
Yeah. Kid was cute as a button.
June cocked her head, confused.
She was only about an inch tall then?
Santa glared at her.
Oh, sorry. I guess an inch is a little large for a button. Probably more like
June-
a half inch.
It's clearly Santa doesn't feel like joking about this. Santa didn't smile or laugh.
Sorry.
Why are you looking at it?
He simply turned back to his picture and spoke.
I was her Santa Claus.
Wait, what?
This sudden revelation took Junpei by surprise. He had no idea what Santa meant. He glanced at June, who shook her head. She didn't know either.
Have you ever heard the story of the two Santa Clauses?
No.
It goes that a long time ago, there were two Santas. One of them wore white, and the other one wore black. The white Santa gave presents to good kids, and the black Santa played tricks on bad kids. They went on like that for a while, but eventually the black Santa's tricks started to get worse and worse. Pretty soon, the white Santa couldn't stand it anymore, and he stabbed the black Santa to death.
Oh!
When he stabbed the other Santa, the white Santa got blood all over his clothes, and that's why, these days, his clothes are red. You could say that red is all that's left of the black Santa.
Junpei was silent. He could think of nothing to say. June was staring at Santa, sadness plain on her face. He
I
continued.
wonder which Santa I am. The white Santa or the black Santa?
Huh.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
Santa stood up suddenly, his downcast demeanor gone. He shoved the picture back in his pocket and headed back up the stairs, taking them two at a time.
Huh?
Junpei and June looked at one another. There was nothing they could think of to say.
Hey, what are you two doing? Let's get moving, come on!
We're coming. Santa's voice echoed across the room from above them.
Let's go.
Yeah.
They nodded and followed him quickly up the stairs. Ace was waiting for them at the top. He was leaning against the handrail. He looked very tired.
Oh, you're finally back.
The door had shut, but it wasn't cause for concern.
Sorry we took so long.
Junpei quickly solved the disc puzzle a second time and the door opened once again.
Let's go.
In single file, they walked through. After walking for nearly 15 feet, they found themselves in front of a metal door. It opened easily enough, and they passed through it as well. A new room stretched out before them. Huh. Okay.
Is this a warehouse?
Maybe. Did we see this on the map? Or was that the storeroom? Yeah, okay, that was storage.
No, I believe this is the cargo room. This must be where they store all of this vessel's freight.
There are wooden crates everywhere. I wonder how old they are.
Beats me. Junpei, Ace, and June had stopped unconsciously, pausing to take in their new surroundings. Santa's voice broke through their momentary trance.
Well, we probably ought to start with finding the exit, right?
Probably.
Let's get going.
All right. Seek a way out! I'm so sad we don't get to see Junpei's face there. Apparently that's like an adventure versus novel mode. Alright, cargo room. This place doesn't look too big. We can figure it out. There are a bunch of bags here. I wonder what's in them. Oh my gosh! It's the Ninth Man! A card with the Ninth Man's face printed on it. What's that? It's a card. It has a headshot on it. A headshot? Yeah. I'm not really sure what purpose this could possibly serve. There's nothing in the bag anymore. Okay. These crates are a little smaller than the others. They look like they're the children of the other crates. Junpei, that sounds like some sort of fairy tale. Really? I don't know, man. You ever think about how crates would reproduce? No, I don't, Junpei. Doesn't sound like a fairy tale to me. The crate triplets! Okay. There's a rope here, but we can't look at that. These crates are quite large. They seem to be tied to one another with sturdy straps. 3 crates tied to another with several straps. Alright. Oh! Card with Santa's face printed on it. Are we not gonna tell Santa? A box. There's nothing inside. Okay, no, actually, wait. I don't want to go there yet. A box. Okay, cool. No, I wanted to make sure there was nothing else to poke at. Let's turn. There's nothing in these crates. Oh! There's Ace. It's Ace's card. You look like some kind of European lord. Oh, my headshot. You want to see it? It's actually a pretty good picture. No, I don't need to see it. In fact, we really ought to get back to our search. Okay. Well, they seem like key cards for something. There's no card in this box. Okay. Clover. This is Clover's card. You know, looking at this photo, she's kind of cute, isn't she? Huh? What's up? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Why does her smell make me feel cold? I wonder why. Right? Snake. Snake. Is that Snake's card? Yeah, you want to see it? No, that's fine. Okay. I don't know what's in these barrels. Judging by their weight, perhaps a liquid of some sort. 4 barrels next to the wooden crates, okay. 3 wooden crates. There's a door between the 2 flights of stairs. These stairs, they go up 3 stories. What are you waiting for, Junpei? Whatever, I'm going. It's the only door here, except for the one we This is the only door here, except for the one we just came in through. Then this is the exit. No shit, Sherlock. Of course it's locked. Is it an electronic lock? No, just a keyhole right under the doorknob. So to open this door, we gotta find the key that fits that keyhole. Yep. Must be the exit. There's a small keyhole under the doorknob. Alright. Oh, we can. There's a metal panel over the outside of the window. The scaffolding that supports the staircase. Oh, what's this? Some sort of boxy device. Oh. There's several lights here with numbers 1 through 9. Only the light with the number 9 is lit. Well, there's 6 holes here. They look like jacks for a headphone cable. Jacks, huh? Maybe if we put something in them. Yeah, something might happen. This looks like it's covering something. Looks like some kind of little shutter. Maybe it'll open if we do something. What's gonna come out of it if it does open? Yeah, like I'd know that. Feeling it'll open up. Okay. Monitor's off. I've got a green switch here and a red one and some kind of lever. None of them seem to do anything though. Maybe the power's off? Yeah, maybe. There's a single green light on the bottom though. That means... Okay, looks like it's not powered right now. Green light on the bottom. Alright. Oh! I can see the machine. This spitting light on top of its head looks kind of cute. Sure, buddy. There are 4 crates lined up at equal intervals. A heavy-looking metal box. There are a whole bunch of identical crates in a pile here. There's something that looks like a coffin sitting on top. Yeah, I was gonna say, on top of the pile of crates. Alright, cool. This door leads to the steam engine room. Okay. We've searched all the boxes. There's nothing in them. Okay. Oh, 2 more. Junpei! Not cool, man. You took this picture without my permission. It looks pretty cool, though. You look really handsome in this picture. Hey, knock it off, lovebirds. What? We're not a couple, not at all, not in any way. I'm gonna smack them both affectionately. There's a pretty cool looking dude on this card. Can't take my eyes off it. Alright, this one should be June's, I think, then. This must be... Oh no! Don't look at it! I'm not cute at all, and I'm not photogenic, and I don't look sexy either. Mr. Clover, my skin looks gross, and I'm not sexy like Lotus. I know guys go for women who look like Lotus, but I'm trying to. I'm doing the best I can. So please don't call me a board or a trash can or a cutting board. Are you okay? Wait a minute. I haven't said anything like that, have I? Are you good, girl? Has somebody called you this before? There's some sort of liquid in these barrels. I'm not sure what it is, however. Okay. Lights are all shining with a bright white light. So who do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing Lotus and 7. Okay, okay. There's 7. This is 7's card. This is supposed to be a trading card. It's not a very good one. Stop being mean. He looks like some kind of criminal. It looks like one of those photos you see on bulletin boards at a police station. Alright. There are 3 gates here, stacked up like stairs. If we climb up there, I bet we can get over the fence. Junpei, think you could take a look at that? Sorry, but no thanks. Why? I've, got a bad feeling about it. Pussy. Okay, fine. I'll go. Please be careful, Santa. Yeah. But just in case. Wait, what's he going to do with that screw? I don't see what throwing a screw at a fence is. Holy shit! Yeah! This! Oh man. There's electricity running through that fence. Looks like it. And we can't get to the other side. Well, we could jump off those crates, but we wouldn't be able to get back. Okay. What are you saying, Jumpy? There's huge electrical current flowing through that fence. If you do that, you won't be able to get back. Well, if I can move some of those crates over there, are you even sure you can move them? What if they weigh too much? Then what are you going to do? Oh yeah, hadn't thought of that. Yeah. Jumpy, look at that crate over there. There's something on it, isn't there? Yeah, looks like a coffin. A coffin? Yeah, seems kind of weird to find a coffin here, right? As if it's telling us search here. I wonder what's inside all these crates. Okay, okay. So I guess here. It's locked. We need the key. All the boxes have numbers on them. Do they... Oh. Ace went down and picked up something that had been sitting down next to the box. Junpei, take a look at this. Cards. There's Lotus. There's a picture of Lotus on this card. Man, her hair is ridiculous. It's like clay or something. Says the pot to the kettle. It's really pretty. I love her hair.
Now we finally have all 9 picture cards.
Yes.
We just need to insert these cards into the slots at the front of each box.
Junpei started the cards in his hands. Ace peered over his shoulder at them.
You know which card goes in which box, yes?
Mm-hmm. Junpei gave him a look.
Yeah, of course I do. It's really obvious. You just match our numbers to the numbers, then you pop the corresponding card in the right box. So for instance, the card with the picture of Ace on it goes into box 1. The card with the picture of Snake on it goes into box 2.
Oh, I see.
Huh? What is it?
Junpei thought he might have imagined it, but he could have sworn Ace stiffened.
I'll leave the rest to you.
Hey, wait!
He quickly turned and walked away.
What's wrong with him? Oh well, whatever.
Huh, I have no idea. Doing his best to clear his mind for the task at hand, he turned back toward the boxes.
Time to solve the 9 boxes puzzle.
9 cards with pictures in 9 boxes. Junpei stared at them for a moment, then began.
Ace's card is in box 1, Snake's is in number 2. I just need to do the same for the rest. And finally, the 9th man's card into box 9.
All 9 box lids popped open at once.
Oh, they opened!
He's so cute. He peered
What the-
inside. In each box was a single pin.
9 pins?
They looked a little like sewing pins, but much thicker. Huh.
I guess I'll take them with me.
Junpei collected them all quickly and shoved them into his pocket. 9 pins. These look like the kind of pins you use for sewing. There are 9 of them in total, and they have numbers on them that run from 1 to 9. Okay. There's nothing in the boxes. Alright. Oh, well, I'm assuming these go up here. There are 6 holes here, and it looks like the pins I found would be a perfect fit for them. The ones you found in the 9 boxes, right? Well, why don't you try it? Alright, let's see what happens. I think 2, 4, and 6 should go in here on the top part, and 3, 5, and 7 on the bottom part. Well, some of them lit up. Yeah, 3 and 6. I wonder if there's some kind of rule that determines which lights go on. Well, I put the 2, 4, and 6 pins on the top part, and the 3, 5, and 7 pins on the bottom. You think? I think maybe it's the digital root? Yeah, I was thinking. The digital root. Yeah. 2 plus 4 plus 6 equals 12. The digital root of 12 is 3. Therefore, the light 3 turns on. 3 plus 5 plus 7 equals 15. The digital root of 15 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns on. Makes sense, right? I see. The lights that match the digital root of the pins inserted on the top and lower parts will light up. So that's how it works. Well, there's one other thing I'd like to check. Well, if he wants to try, he's certainly welcome to. So, he put the 1, 2, and 3 pins on the top and 6, 7, and 8 pins on the bottom. Oh. They turned off. 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 21. The digital root of 21 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns off. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. The digital root of 6 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns off. Oh, there's a bug. Apologies. Oh, I get it now. If the digital root for the pins you insert is the same as the number on the lights that are lit, those lights turn off. Yeah, looks like that's the trick. Alright, now we know how it works. You want to give it a try? Wait, you mean you know what we're supposed to do with these lights? Well, no, but I figure we can try and see if we can turn them all on, you know? Figure something's gotta happen if we can manage that. Turn on the lights, huh? Okay, Junpei, let's make sure we know how this works, alright? Pick one of the 6 holes. Then pick one of the pins in your hand and insert it into the hole. Keep it up until all 6 of the holes are filled. Once all the holes are filled, the light with the numbers that correspond to the digital roots of the pins in the upper and lower parts will turn on. However, if the digital root corresponds to a light that's already on, the light will be turned off. Oh boy. Okay, so we need to make the digital root of 8. Right? Okay, oh, so we have to do both. Okay. We make 7 Could be 16. Wait, I did that wrong. Okay, wait, let's start with 10. That should be 1. And then 2 could be... 2 can be 11. Okay. 3. Could be 12. So 6, 5, 1. Oh wait, actually, maybe we should make 7 to turn this one off. 6 plus 3 is 9. 16, so 16 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Okay. And then... make 7 again. Okay. Don't ask me what I'm doing. I have no idea. 7. So we need 16. That would be 16. And then 8, we need 17. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. F. All the lights are on and the shutters opened up. Hey, does that mean... Yeah, we gotta do it again. And I thought I was doing so well. So we got 9 holes and there's an F above them. Oh! Oh! Is it hexadecimal? A, B, C, D, E, F? No, because there were only 6. Right? No! F, A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F. 6. So that would be 15. So that would be 15. I don't know what the F means, but I do know one thing. What's that? This time, there's 9 holes, so we need to insert 9 pins. Man, that's boring. Well, why don't you just try it, alright? So maybe can we get to 5 in each row, maybe? 14. 8 plus 7. Okay, no, that wouldn't be 5. Wait, 8 plus 4 is 12, 15. Wait, no, we needed to make it to 14? Wait, yeah, we need it to be 14. 8, 9, 10, 11. I think that's 14. That's 14. Six plus 5 is 11. Nope. 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 9. Yes, I do think the F means 15. Yeah, F. 15 and base 10 is F and hex, right? Right? Yeah, you're right. That's gotta be it. All right, let's give this one more shot. I know! Do I need to make it 15 then? Well, pardon me for thinking I needed to make it 14 so that each one was gonna be... Oh, I don't want to know how long I spent on that. It's fine. There we go. Pins inserted. All lights lit. We did it. The power's on now. Looks like there's electricity going to the monitor at the top now. Alright, let's see if we can activate the device on top. A green button and a lever. A green button, a red button, and a lever. I wonder what these do. I think this might help. What? What the hell is this? Where did you find this? What's that? Where'd you find it? I found it when you were messing around with the pinholes. Looks like instructions for this thing. According to what it says here, this thing's a remote control for that. That? Yeah, that. What's he oh. That machine over there. Apparently it's called the Pushmaster 5000. Are you serious? Whatever. So, what are we supposed to do with the Pushmaster 5000? You see the coffin over on top of the crates? Yeah. Don't you want to know what the deal is with it? I do. You want to check it out? I'm assuming we're gonna have to push the boxes to be able to get over there. Yeah. Alright, how do you think we're gonna get there? Well, there were some crates on the right side of the fence that someone piled up like stairs. Maybe if we make a path to the coffin from there. How would we do that? Line up the crates, I guess? Yeah, sounds about right. I guess it's just another of Zero's puzzles. Yeah. Anyway, let's give it a shot. Oh, looks like the Pushmaster 5000 runs off a battery. To keep it from using up its energy too fast. It's been programmed so that it'll only start moving once its path has been completely programmed in. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Okay, cool. Gotcha. So, push... No. Forward, push. Hang on, I've done so many of these puzzles in Star Rail. I'm assuming the metal ones aren't going to be movable. So that means we are... Looks like we're in the middle here. So we'll need to go forwards, then that way, to push this box this way. And then we can go through here and into the middle to push this box that way. And then we can go down and around and push this box that way. And then maybe down one so that this box right here can go all the way forwards. This is a really, really helpful diagram. I'm sure you guys are all gonna appreciate and fully understand what I meant by that. All right, let's give this a try. Sure thing. Just keep in mind there's a limit on the battery, all right? Battery dies after 50 moves. 50 moves, huh? Just keep in mind the Pushmaster 5000 can't move the heavy metal crates, okay? Got it. Yep. All right. All right, and then we go back around. Oh, we have to get all four. Okay, that changes things. Okay. Okay. Shoot. Rats. So close. All right. Oh, this is tricky. Ugh. This is so frustrating. There's a hint button in the corner. Hey, did you notice the number of moves you can make just went up? Really? Oh my god. You got 51 moves last time, so you should get 52 this time. It's not funny. It's not. I'm done. You got enough power to get around the whole field at least 3 times. Like, if you do that many moves, you're probably gonna have to use quite a few of them, you know? I've used quite a few of them. What did I do differently that time? What did I do differently? Sorry. I'm so done. Okay. Okay, I'm done putting in the program. What do I do next? Just be quiet and watch. See, it's moving already. It is moving. Joy. So the Pushmaster 5000 did just what I told it to and lined up all the crates. Great. Great. Now we can reach the coffin. We just need to climb those crates over by the fence. I never want to see that thing again.
Mommy!
Oh.
Just kidding.
Really?
Whatever. Just open it.
Okay.
A small key and
Okay.
gun?
Yeah, a revolver.
It looks pretty old.
I wonder if this is a replica.
This thing is... Are these real bullets? Oh, if this is real... Oh.
Yeah, not good.
You're not gonna take it?
Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble. It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage. Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might happen. In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me.
Me neither.
Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna leave that key in there, are you?
Of course not. We'll take that with us.
Rusty key. It's probably to get out. There's a revolver in this coffin. What was that thing for? Jumpy! I know, I'll be there in just a minute. Now is not the time to be thinking about the coffin. I need to focus on getting out of here. Okay. God, that took so long! Yes, sounds like it did it. Yay! Looks like it's open, Jumpy. I see. This key should open this door. Hey, what are you waiting for? Let's go! It's opening. You found it! Hooray!
A long hallway, huh?
Let's check it out.
Junpei and the other 3 proceeded down it silently. Some distance along it, a large room opened up on the left-hand side. It looked familiar. An iron grate covered each of the elevators. Junpei and his companions drew to a stop and began to discuss what their next move should be.
We've seen this elevator before.
We got off the one on the left just a little while ago.
Then we went through the number 6 door, and that took us to the engine room.
Yes, and after that we passed through the cargo room.
And now we're back here.
Yes. That would be correct. I have no idea what deck we're on.
In other words, we made a loop. We're back where we started.
Junpei approached the elevator.
We needed a card to get to this point.
I don't see a card reader here.
Perhaps we aren't able to activate it from this location.
Why don't you just try pushing the button?
Yeah.
Gently, he pushed the triangular button on the wall. A moment passed.
It works!
Uh-huh. The elevator door opened and then eventually shut again.
I think so.
Pushing the button had apparently restored power to the elevator.
Good. Now we can go back if we need to.
What do we do? Should we return to C deck?
No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first.
Very fair.
I agree. Let's go.
The decision made, Junpei and his companions left the elevators behind and continued down the hallway. Sometime later,
Looks like it ends here.
Santa, who had been walking several paces in front of the rest, suddenly stopped.
Only one door.
They searched around just in case.
There isn't anything else. It's the only way to go.
It was the door or nothing.
All right, let's open it.
Junpei took a deep breath, readied himself, then grabbed the doorknob and pulled the door open. He paused for a moment, then stepped through into the room. And there he saw the number that had hung over their heads since they woken up. Oh. 9.
Huh. The 9 door.
Like the numbers on every other door, this one too was a rough shape made of red paint. Its door was set in the back wall of the room. Junpei leapt toward it with a sudden burst of hopeful energy. It was a large double door, heavy and full of solemn importance. He grabbed the door handle and shook.
Of course it wouldn't be that easy.
The red sat on the wall next to the door, displayed on
Vacant. Huh. We finally found it.
Junpei felt himself overwhelmed by a torrent of emotion. At last they'd found the exit, but cold gripped his heart and he knew all too well why. As he stood, frozen, unsure of what to think or feel.
Jumpy!
Huh?
Look! Behind you!
He spun around and couldn't believe what he saw.
What? A 9 door. There's another one. Why?
Junpei's voice, "Is that another coffin?" was barely audible even to himself. He stumbled toward the second door as if somehow compelled. It was a small single door. It sat in the starboard corner of the room on the same wall as the door they'd entered from, but in the opposite corner.
It's 9, no matter how you look at it. The red is there too. So this is a real one?
Junpei shook the door handle pointlessly and muttered to himself.
Why the hell are there 2 doors?
It was Santa who answered.
There were always 2 doors. I mean, if you think about it. Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
That's true.
Of course, we just assumed that there was only one. After all, why would there be more than one?
Oh, man.
Do you think the others would have found one as well?
We fell for it. There are 2 doors. That means that all 9 people who had met at the central staircase could escape. No one would be left behind. Now it makes sense why the bracelets are numbers. 1 through 9. Divided into teams of 4 and 5 people. The digital root of both teams ends up being 9. Take 1278 and 34569 for example. The digital root for both teams would be 9. Or 2349 and 15678. The digital root is still 9. There are a bunch of combinations that work and they all end up the same way. If one team has the digital root of 9, so would the other one. What does that mean? The answer's simple. From the very beginning, the Nonary game was designed to save all 9 people. That's how it was meant to be. Zero didn't lie. He never said there'd be only one 9 door. But anyone who'd found themselves in the game would have assumed that was the case. Fights would have broken out. One team would likely betray or deceive the other. Someone might be hurt. Someone might get killed. But eventually, they'd reach this very same room and realize how pointless all their infighting was.
I have chills. Oh my gosh.
There were 2 doors. There was no need to kill each other.
They'd understand and be appalled, overwhelmed with guilt at what they'd
This
done.
game was designed for that purpose. This Nonary game. We were all arguing and fighting over doors at the beginning. But if there had been one slip-up, one tiny mistake that led to more, Everything could have been so much worse now.
The thought of it sent a chill down his spine.
So, what are we going to do, Junpei?
A voice broke through Junpei's frantic thoughts. Santa's voice.
Oh, right.
Hey, keep it together, man.
Sorry.
Jeez. So what do we do?
What do you...
We need to think about our next step.
Our numbers are 1, 3, 5, and 6. That's a digital root of 6.
The four of us can't open the number 9 door.
The 4. Wait, don't tell me.
Yep. There's one combination that'll let 3 of us open the 9 door. That's why I'm asking, what now?
What now?
No. Took him no time at all to determine the answer. There was only one combination of 3 people that would give a digital root of 9. But 6, 8, 7, 4. That would mean
No, we gotta go back.
that wasn't a possibility he was willing to consider. Santa and Ace agreed.
Yep.
I agree. We cannot leave June behind.
Good. Junpei let out a breath he hadn't realized he'd been holding.
Are you sure? I don't mind staying.
June's body betrayed her true feelings. Her eyes were wet with the beginnings of tears and her legs shook.
It's okay. There's no way we'd leave you behind.
Oh, thank God. Santa had said what Junpei had known the moment he realized which 3 people could go through the door.
Besides, I'd rather drown at the bottom of the ocean than escape with this sausage fest. Maybe I'll get to go to Atlanta.
Affectionately, what is wrong with him?
Are you sure you don't mean Atlantis?
Huh?
I had no idea what he meant by that.
Oh, right.
Perhaps it was the sudden reassurance that no one wanted to leave June behind, but Junpei laughed harder than he had in some time. Santa and Ace smiled.
You guys.
June blinked tears from her eyes and bit her lip. She didn't seem to know what else to say.
Very well. Best we head back to C-Deck then. We should be able to take the elevator we passed earlier. Perhaps Clover, 7, and Lotus will have returned from door 1.
Even as they spoke, they knew finding the others wouldn't improve the situation.
Even with all 7 of us.
Ace knew it. They all knew it.
Standing around here isn't going to accomplish anything, don't you agree? Let's find the other 3 first, and then search for another solution.
I guess you're right.
All right, let's go.
Ace looked at all 3 of them, then turned and headed through the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Santa and June followed.
Huh.
Junpei started towards the door, then stopped.
Come to think of it, what is this room?
It didn't seem terribly important now, but what exactly was
We were
it?
so focused on the doors, we didn't even look around.
The red carpet ran between 2 columns of wooden benches that ran the length of the room.
Huh. It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony, but what kind?
Facing the 9 door was the carpet leading to the bow of the ship, and at the end... Was it an altar, perhaps? There was a small rectangular alcove at the end of the carpet, and inside the alcove was a raised platform. There's numbers on it. Resting on top of the platform was a coffin.
A coffin? What on earth is a coffin doing in a place like this?
But before Junpei had time to answer that question,
Hey, Junpei, the hell are you doing? Let's move.
Santa's voice echoed in from the hall outside.
Right, okay. I'll be right there.
Junpei turned on his heel and left the quiet, somber room. Snake? took the elevator up to C deck. Once there, they headed back toward the main hall and the central staircase. That was so scary, I'm going to ignore it. It didn't take them long.
It's
Seven and Lotus.
They didn't look happy.
We've got a problem.
Clover is gone.
What?
Junpei and his 3 companions looked at one another. They turned back to Seven and Lotus.
What do you mean, gone?
Santa, Ace, and June had their own questions to ask.
When?
Why?
You two went into door 1 with Clover, didn't you?
Seven and Lotus responded as best they could.
Yeah, we went through the door together.
But Clover barely spoke to us.
She just did her own thing the whole time.
There were 4 rooms on the other side of door 1.
She wouldn't let us into the 4th room.
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
And shut the door.
She must have blocked it with something on the other side.
We waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out.
We called for her, but she didn't answer.
So I kicked down the door and we went into the room.
But
It was empty.
Clover wasn't there.
There was a door on the other wall.
And it was open.
We figure she opened the door and left by herself.
We ran after her, of course, but
Well, obviously we didn't find her. We figured that.
Clover's gone.
Where'd she go?
When did this happen?
We got here just before you.
You certainly have excellent timing.
So you haven't searched anywhere other than near the staircase?
No, we haven't.
Finally, Ace spoke. His voice had an edge of resolve and concern.
Very well then. We'd best separate and look for Clover.
Again?
We haven't much time left. Let's...
Yeah.
There were quick nods all around, and the 6 remaining players spread out. Junpei and June ran into the central hospital room and looked around.
She's not here.
No, she isn't.
They searched a little longer, but with no luck. They couldn't find
There's
Clover.
no sign of her.
Finally, they gave up and left the central hospital room. Sorry, I'm not trying to skip the lines. Slowly, they made their way back to the hallway. At last, they reached the stairs and Junpei spoke.
All right. I'm thinking we should probably split up. I'll head back to the stairs and take the elevator down to E deck. June, you can take the stairs up to B deck.
All right, that sounds good. But,
What?
could you stop calling me by that code name when we're alone?
Huh? Sure, right. I'll do that.
There was a reason Junpei persisted in calling her June even when they were alone. Although perhaps not the best reason. He was embarrassed to call her by the nickname he'd used when they were children. Connie? Wait, 9 years ago. What's 21 minus 9? I should know that. 12, okay. 9 years ago, it came naturally. After all, they were children. But now that they were adults, it felt strange. Regardless of what he might hope for, to call a woman he wasn't dating by such a childish nickname felt odd to him. Of course, to call her Miss Kurashiki would be even more awkward, and simply Kurashiki would seem a little brusque. And although he couldn't put his finger on why, it felt somewhat forward to call her Akane when they hadn't seen one another for so long. In short, it was simply easier for him to call her June and leave it at that.
Jumpy.
No, it's nothing.
All right, I'm going then.
Yeah, be careful, Kane.
June, or perhaps more properly Connie, blushed and
You
smiled.
be careful too, Jumpy.
Cute.
Yeah, got it. Take care.
Junpei looked after her for a moment as she ran up the stairs, then turned and took off for the hallway. I'm so nervous. Tragedy always strikes when one least expects it. That doesn't help! But to wait for a man to stand before striking him down seems almost crueler than dealing with the fatal blow while he lies on the ground. A light in a dark place, June's smile had given him hope, both for escape and possibly for something else. It was a hope that raised his spirits just enough that they might soon be fully dashed. He opened the elevator door and there she was. Owen slouched against the wall. Lotus. Junpei felt his blood turn to ice. Her body was limp and her skin smooth and pale as always. It was covered in bright red blood. Junpei felt his chest constrict. He couldn't breathe and his legs began to shake. A slow cold drop of sweat trickled down his back. He felt his stomach somersault. Junpei's mind went blank, all his thoughts were placed With an endless hissing white, driven by little more than instinct, he began to walk toward Lotus slowly. Each slow movement of his stiff limbs brought him closer to her corpse. Finally, he stood next to her. Robotically, he bent down and put his hand against her neck. There was no pulse, no rise and fall of breathing. She was slightly warm. Something somewhere in Junpei's shaken mind told him that meant she'd been killed recently. Yes, Junpei thought, his mind slowly returning. She had been killed. Someone had killed her. There was a deep cut on the left side of her chest. Blood still oozed from it, although clearly her heart had stopped beating some time ago. The weapon had been a knife then? Perhaps she had been stabbed in the heart once. She would have died immediately. He took little comfort from knowing she must have suffered very little. Only then did Junpei notice Lotus's bracelet was gone.
Lastly, let's discuss how to remove the bracelets.
Oh, I was wondering.
There are two ways to do so. One, you escape from this ship. Two, more hotly, which is 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confine of the ship, or the backside of the mirror's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down.
But who would have done that? Is that why the killer had ended Lotus's life? So that they might have the number 8 bracelet? If that was true, then the killer was whoever wanted the number 8 bracelet. Perhaps more accurately, the person who would gain the most by obtaining the bracelet number 8. Who is that? Who would benefit the most from the number 8 bracelet? The thought had only just entered Junpei's mind when he heard a noise, a sound like a sharp knife cutting through wet meat. It struck him as strange that the noise came from inside his own body. A moment later, the pain hit him. It wasn't mere pain. There was heat, extreme heat as well. He felt as though molten iron had been splashed across the side of his body. Finally, his brain made the connection. He had been stabbed. But where? His body was quickly going numb. He couldn't tell where the knife had met his flesh. Given the circumstances, however, he had most likely been stabbed in the back. Whoever had killed Lotus had now done the same to Junpei as well. His voice was little more than a weak groan. With what little strength he had left, Junpei turned his body, trying to catch a glimpse of his attacker. But as he did, the knife dug itself deeper, twisting viciously. It collapsed to the floor, a puppet with its strings cut. I have no idea who it is. His arms and legs lay where they fell, oddly twisted and awkwardly positioned. Junpei's body was entirely numb. He could feel the blood leaking out of him, but nothing would move. Nothing save his eyes. Still on the floor, his life ebbing away, Junpei finally saw his attacker. 2 tiny images of the killer reflected in his eyes. With that recognition came nothing. He felt no emotions, not anger, not sadness, not regret. Paralysis that claimed his body had reached his mind. His killer glanced down at his body. Then, without a word, climbed in the elevator and was gone. That wouldn't do you any good! 14, 15, 16, 17, 18... You'd need Junpei's bracelet again! Unless... Santa? If they took snakes? His eyesight beginning to fade, the world grew blurry and began to dissolve into an empty white fog. The fog crept into the edges of his mind and worked inexorably inward. Soon it swallowed up the last that remained of Junpei's mind, and his consciousness left him. There was nothing more. To utter emptiness he fell, into 0. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. We got an ending, everybody! Saw the knife ending in 999. Cut and run. You've reached one ending. This game has multiple endings. In order to experience all the endings, you need to play the game multiple times. Okay. Memory of escape has been added to the title screen. Why would I do that? Oh! Okay. Okay, so I am struggling to read this graph. What happens if we load back to here? I feel like we didn't make a choice here, did we? Yeah, because this just Interesting. So I guess I need to do something else in order to go back to there. So we can go back to here. Okay, so I can't play for too much longer, so I considered, oh, I dropped my notebook, leaving that episode there. But apparently I can just go back and do whatever. My friend did recommend not going back to door 5 yet, which I don't even think we can. I think this looked like the only thing we were able to do. I'm tempted by door 3.
I want to go through door number 3.
Nope, you can't.
Huh? Why?
Because it's impossible. If we split ourselves into 3 and 3, then we give up on going through door 3.
Why?
The bracelet numbers for the 6 of us are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I have to say, Santa and Junpei literally have like my favorite dynamic in this whole game, I think. It is so funny to me.
There are 2 combinations that can go through door 3 with 3 people. 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7, 8. That's it. Of course, 2 teams can't go through the same door.
I see. That means one team would get left behind.
That's right.
That doesn't happen if we go through door 7 or 8?
No, they're fine. We've got 3 options.
Santa began to explain.
Option A, have 3, 5, and 8 go. And
Yeah, we
4,
did this.
Option B, 4, 5, and 3. Option C, 3, 6, and 4. Those are the only 3 options. That's it. At least if we want to get all 6 of us out of here.
Wait.
That was when Junpei realized. Plan A divides into 2 teams. 3, 5, 8, and 4, 6, 7. 2 teams, yep.
But that means
There's one thing they all had in
5 and
common.
6 can never be on the same team.
Yep.
If we want all...
Trusted her more than anyone else on the ship. If he chose 7 or 8, he'd be taken away from her. Is that something he was prepared to do? Bro, it's for like 3
Have you
minutes.
mulled it over enough, or do you need more time? Anyway, that's the deal, so think it over. You've got 2 choices, 7 or 8. You can't choose 3. If you choose 3, you're gonna be leaving 3 people behind to die. So what are you gonna do? 7 or 8? Time to choose.
Junpei thought hard.
Sorry, Santa, but I still want to go through door 3.
What? That's nuts! You've got to be crazy!
Maybe a little.
Why the hell are you so obsessed with that door?
Because Snake
I'm
is
just-
there. Junpei paused. He swallowed the words he'd been about to say.
I'm just curious about door 3. That's all.
That doesn't explain shit!
I've got a reason. I'd be happy to explain it to you if you'll just come with me.
With that, he began walking toward the door. Their curiosity likely getting the better of them, the others followed. A few of them looked a little suspicious, but Junpei told himself it wouldn't matter. He kept walking and kept silent. Eventually, they arrived at the number 3 door. Junpei stopped.
I'm curious about the red. 7, would you mind authenticating for me?
What? Why?
Please, just do it.
He stared at Junpei for a moment, then grunted and laid his palm heavily on the scanner.
Happy?
Yeah, thanks. The number 7 has been entered into the red. Next is June. Please touch the red just like 7 did.
Jumpy, what are you trying to figure out?
Ah, yep. I think
Junpei thought about his answer for a moment.
I think I might have found another way out.
What?
What?
Really?
That got them excited, just as Junpei had
Now
intended.
please, June.
Oh, okay.
Yep. With those 2 numbers in the red, Junpei had what he wanted. He casually placed his own hand on the scanner, and the 3rd asterisk blinked on.
All right, the only people who haven't authenticated now are Santa, Clover, and Lotus.
So, what's your point?
You don't get it. Think about it.
Huh?
What's the sum of your number and Clover's?
12.
And what's the digital root of that?
3.
Which is Santa's number. By the way, Lotus, what's the number that's currently in the red?
7 plus 6 plus 5 equals 18. It would be 9, right?
Mhm.
Yes, and what will the digital root be if you add 3 to that?
3. The door's number.
There you go.
Hey, wait a minute. What the hell are you up to?
I'm not up to anything. I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
I'm waiting for the balance to shift. Santa, or Lotus and Clover, once one of you moves, the others won't have a choice. So I'm waiting.
Junpei laid his hand almost casually on the lever.
You son of a bitch! You tricked us! Then all that stuff you were going on about is all bullshit!
Bullshit. Huh. I don't think so. Didn't I tell you I'd figured out another way to get out of here? This is it.
Why the hell would you do something like this?
Junpei glanced at June.
Jumpy?
You did this just so you could go through the same door as June. That's it?
Santa was furious. His face was red, and flecks of spit flew from his lips as he spoke. Junpei closed his eyes calmly and then opened them again.
So, who's it going to be? Santa? Or Lotus and Clover?
Shit!
Let's go, Clover.
Huh?
Lotus leapt forward. She grabbed Clover by the sleeve and ran for Junpei and the door.
Fuck!
Caught by surprise, Santa froze for a moment, then shot forward like a bullet from a gun. Lotus had a head start, but Santa had the advantage in size and speed. Almost immediately, he passed Lotus and Clover.
No, wait!
Santa did not hesitate. He slammed his hand down on the red.
This is insane! This isn't right!
He glared at Junpei, his chest heaving.
Yeah, well, you may be right.
Junpei's voice was cold, but not without effort. He turned to the red and pulled the lever. With the sound of metal on metal, the door opened. It would only remain so for 9 seconds. There was no time to think. Junpei and his 3 reluctant companions jumped into the door's gaping mouth one after another. No sooner did they enter than an all too familiar noise sounded from their left wrists. The detonators had activated. Junpei looked back only once and saw Lotus and Clover on the other side of the closing door.
No.
They stood still, stopped where they had been when Santa reached the red. The defeat and desperation on their faces tore at Junpei's heart. Then the door closed and they were gone.
You son of a bitch, Junpei! This isn't fair!
Oh my gosh. Santa rounded on Junpei, lightning crackling in his eyes and his knuckles
Do you
white.
realize what you just did? You leave them out there, and they can't...
Shut it! That's enough!
It hadn't been Junpei that spoke, but
We
Seven.
gotta find the dead or none of this is gonna matter!
The clock was ticking. The dead was their only chance at survival. Unless they could find it and deactivate their detonators, 4 of them would be.
We got less than a minute left! No time for screwing around! Get moving!
Damn it. You and I are not done yet, bastard!
This was so worth it just for Santa's voice acting, though. They scattered and began to scour the room. The deactivation device was nowhere to be found.
Where the hell is it?
Corridors stretched out in 3 directions, but everyone was blocked off by a wall of metal. There was only one way out. One other door.
Over there! It's gotta be behind the door!
Seven ran for the door and a rusty iron thing. His large hands grabbed hold of the handle and pulled.
Damn, it's pitch dark inside.
Can't see a thing!
Junpei stuck his head through the door and looked around the room.
No, wait.
Almost immediately, he spotted the blinking red light on the right
I
wall.
found it! The dead's right over here!
He stepped into the room.
Ugh. What? The floor's slippery!
He stopped and glanced down at his feet. What
Hey,
was...
What the hell are you doing?
There's something...
Get over there!
Junpei felt Seven's heavy hand against his back and stumbled across the room. Oh. The other 3 piled in behind him. They all felt immediately that something was wrong. Nothing that could be easily identified, only a sense that something terrible shared the room with them. But there was no time to say so.
Quick! Get to the dead!
They all started running. In the dark, it was hard to tell where the wall was. All they could see was the tiny red light blinking at them over and over and over and over.
There it is!
In quick succession, they all slammed their hands against the scanner panel. Seven leaned against the wall, gulping air. As his breathing began to return to normal, he glanced at his left wrist and grunted.
It stopped. It stopped.
Junpei could hear him laughing in the dark, but could barely make out the larger man's face.
I don't think I'll ever get used to doing this.
What the...
Yeah, the sound of retching came from Santa's direction.
What the hell is this smell? This is vile. I'm gonna puke.
So desperate in their race to the dead, had no one noticed the horrible smell that pervaded the room. It was a terrible, nauseating stench like burnt and rotten meat. Adrenaline had drowned it out, but now it rolled over Junpei in waves, forcing itself into his nose with every breath he took.
Oh, you're right. Oh, this is...
He felt his stomach clench and bile rise up in his throat.
Let's get the lights on first. There's a switch over here.
The light that spilled in from the door barely illuminated a small switch plate next to the door. Slowly, with the toll of the last few minutes apparent in his gait, Seven walked toward it. He stopped as he got close and extended his fingers toward the switch.
Okay, guys, I'm flipping it on.
There was a soft click as the lights came on. Just as the light turned on, June took in a short breath and a scream echoes through the room. Junpei's breath stopped in his throat. His heart ceased to beat. Time froze. His mind scrambled to make sense of what he saw before him.
What? Hey. Oh, this is...
What was left of the body sat in a sea of blood. Yep. Yeah, I really, really wanted to see the spaghetti description again.
Looks like an explosion.
Seven's voice was low and
It's
strained.
like the knife man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
It's definitely an open fracture.
The face is the worst.
Yeah, you can't even tell who it is.
Half of his head had simply collapsed. The blood coating... yep, pizza.
But the clothes are...
They were all familiar to
Is
Junpei.
that Snake?
Santa's voice wavered as he spoke, his mouth dry.
Oh my god.
Finally, Junpei spoke.
Why did this happen?
No!
Suddenly, June was screaming, her voice broken. It was an eerie scream full of insanity and not entirely human.
No! No!
She shook her head violently and grabbed fistfuls of her own hair. Junpei could hear the sound of hair tearing.
Stop! Calm down.
He grabbed for her wrist.
Hey!
As he did, June leapt up and ran toward the exit.
Please! Get me out of here! You have to let me out of here!
She screamed at the door and her fist slammed against it with a hollow sound. Junpei could see drops of blood on her knuckles.
Why are you doing these horrible things to us? What did we do to deserve this?
June.
She screamed again, a desperate, mindless cry. Her fist flailed against the door.
Get me out of here! Please! Please, just let me out!
June.
Junpei couldn't watch anymore. He ran to June and wrapped his arms around her, pulling the screaming girl away from the door.
Calm down.
No! Get off of me! Let me go! Let me go!
Please, calm down.
She scrambled for a moment, her legs skittering across the floor, but her resistance didn't last long. As suddenly as her outburst begun, it was over. The manic energy disappeared and her body went limp in Junpei's arms. June collapsed towards the floor and Junpei knelt down with her. He felt drops of something warm and wet. Was she crying? A moment later, she began to sob. Her shoulders shook and great hot tears rolled down her face like rain.
We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright, June.
I love him.
It's going to be okay, Connie.
Oh! Her name was a
I'll be
whisper.
here with you, okay?
She nodded once.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Her trembling voice pulled at Junpei's heart. He stroked her hair gently. His face was so close to her. The scent of her hair was nostalgic.
Do you feel better?
Yes, but I'd like to stay here for a little while at least. Jumpy's body is so warm.
Several minutes passed before June's tears had dried. Junpei stood up. He bent down, put his arms under June's, and helped her to her feet. They didn't speak. Neither did Seven nor Santa. A person was dead. They had died in that room in a terrible way. Junpei knew there was no way he could make himself forget that. There was no way any of them could forget it, but mourning would do no good. They spread out to search the room, but each felt as if their heart was made of lead.
We better get to it.
Joys. There's written in blood. Oh, Lord, do you think that might be some sort of dying message from Snake? No, that's impossible. You saw the body. You aren't doing anything after something like that happens to you. And this... The way the blood's dried tells you it's real old. Whoever's blood this is, it ain't Snake's. Oh! You think this blood was put here a long time ago? Yeah. Oh, Lar. Snake, why did this happen to you? Okay. Ain't really any point else out there's a numbered door. Okay. Well, I'm going to save. Oh no, I didn't actually want to do that. Oh, see, I missed this. Alright. Well, we reached an ending! Yay! That's, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm... Okay, there's a lot of, wow. Yeah, wow. A lot of things happen. I'm mad about the stupid box puzzle. I don't know who would have done it. Genuinely. Like, I'm suspicious about all of them in some way, which sounds horrible, but I kind of am, so I don't know. I'm gonna think over this, and I will get back to you next time. Let me know how the voice volume sounds. Yeah. If you want to talk to me about this game or any of the other games I play, please feel free to join the Discord link in the description of this video and the About page of my channel. I would love to have you there. Without further ado, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!